Hi, I'm Shyneika Delice, and I'm here to talk to you about note-taking styles that may be effective to you as a college student. One of the most important aspects in taking notes is that it is organized and neat so that you can go back to your notes to review them and actually be able to understand what you wrote. Here's an example of what you don't want your notes to look like. The first method that we will discuss is the CORNELL method. For this method, you would draw a line on the side of the paper. On the left side is where you would put your titles, topics, and subtopics. Then on the right side, you would summarize the corresponding information. When the instructor moves on to a new topic, you would simply skip a line and start the notes for the next topic. You could also leave blanks in the notes to go back to fill in if you miss any information. After class, it is important that you reread your notes and write a summary of what was covered in class. This student used questions posed by the instructor to guide his notes instead of one-word topics. Whichever helps you is the best method for you. We all may be familiar with the outline method. Here is what it looks like. You have your main topic, corresponding information, and so on. The title is usually broad and general, while the subtitle corresponds to the title. The key points are the information about the subtitle. The advantages of using this method is that it is well organized and it's easy to review. The disadvantages of this method is that it requires some thought and it does not work too well if the professor is moving at a very quick pace. The mapping method is another common method used by college students. This method keeps you actively engaged and emphasizes critical thinking. It helps you to see the relationships visually and may be able to use during a very fast-paced class. Another advantage of using this method is that it is easy for you to edit your notes. The main disadvantage of using this method, if you are not as engaged in class, you may not be able to see the significance of some of your notes. This method is very similar to the mapping method and the outline method. It's the concept charting method. On the far left side, you have the title pointing to its subtitles and continuing to its key points. This method is really organized and neat, and it's very easy to see the main points here. The sentence method is very common. You would simply write every thought, fact, or topic on separate lines. You do not necessarily have to write down every single thing, but you would write down the important information. This concludes the video on note taking. I hope it was very informative, and good luck at Temple.